Hi guys, I'm Somesh. I am the brand manager for Furtados India, and we have Dr. J in the house on the eve of International Doctors Day. So I have few questions for Dr. J. So before we begin, I just want to know, like, how are you enjoying Furtados?
So it's been a couple of months since I've been playing this beauty, and I must say I'm having a whale of a time. Um, I recently did a gig where we celebrated the Saint-Jean Festival in Goa. Uh, it's a big festival in Goa, of course. We celebrated it in Mumbai, and I played this guitar for that. And I played a lot of Goan tunes on it. And turns out it sounds fantastic, not just for Goan music, but for all kinds of music. So I'm having a great time.
On the eve of International Doctors Day, so we have mixed questions, and we know music is a great healer. So the first question is: you spend your days healing people, right? So what does music heal in you?
That's a good question. I think as doctors, we are exposed to a lot of heart-rending scenes. Mother losing a child, husband losing a wife, and we carry a lot of hurt with us. We carry a lot of frustration. Sometimes when you're not able to save that patient, I think I bring back home that frustration, that sadness sometimes, and then when I sit with my guitar, I think I forget all about it, and it just kinds of helps you reset and helps you rejuvenate and get back to doing what you love doing.
Coming to the second question that we have, from doctor to musician. So how do you switch your mindset so seamlessly, so smoothly, or is it like a challenge? Like, how do you feel about that?
Actually, honestly, um, it's not so challenging because I love both. And, when I'm being a doctor or I'm being a musician, basically, I'm trying to touch people with my music or with something in the field of medicine. So for me, it's probably the same, and I love both. So it's amazing. I get to do both. I'm privileged.
Let's get down to the next one. So what advice would you give to someone who is doing a full-time job and is struggling to make time for music?
That's a good question, and this comes down to time management actually. And this is what I found in my life, that when you're doing a full-time profession, for me it's medicine, and you really love music, you should be trying to find some time to do that. And sometimes it's difficult, but what I want to advise people is try to recollect why you picked up the guitar, why you started learning the keyboard, and let that drive you to find space in your busy schedule. Because what you don't realize is it is therapeutic. Spending time with that instrument is actually going to help you become better probably in your work, and you don't even know how, but it's the truth. It works, and it just makes you a better person overall. So you got to be a little disciplined and schedule a little time to spend with your instrument, and it will make a big difference in your life. I guarantee that.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Was there ever a point that you gave up music because of your work, because of the hectic schedule, or was it something that you just managed to kind of do music still? And was there any point like you were like, oh no, this is getting too much, too overwhelming?
Well, I must say, after I finished MBBS and I joined post graduation, I did my first year of masters in surgery and ENT. I was a first year PG resident in Nair Hospital, and we were seeing an average of 270, 300 patients in 3 hours. And that was one of the busiest times in my life because we were just running from pillar to post. I think I found it very challenging to spend time with the guitar or doing music at that time. But my heart always was waiting for that time when I could spend a little free time with my guitar. It was not so frequent, I must say, but my heart always wanted to keep coming back to it. And it was a very challenging time for me emotionally, physically, mentally. But I think when I found time to sit with my guitar and sing, it just helped me go through that challenging phase, and it probably made my masters a lot easier than it would have been without music. So I didn't completely leave it, but yeah, it was a difficult time.
Took a short break,
Short break,
just to.
few days, and then get back.
Okay, so Basically, now how is your relationship with music changed since you've become a doctor?
I think now, after becoming a doctor, I realize the importance of time in my life. So, what little free time I have, I got to plan it right, because obviously it's not just doctor, but I have a family, I have a wife, and we have to give equal time to all aspects. So the little time that I have, the little free time that I have, I definitely plan and schedule, trying to practice the guitar or practice for our upcoming rehearsal and things like that. So yes, it has made me more aware of time management, and I think I end up being a lot more organized and disciplined now. Now that I know how difficult it is to find free time. So yes, I mean, I do make it a point to schedule some time with my guitar in the busy day.
So again, it comes down to the previous question. The time management is the key.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now come to the last question. What is the one song that you always come back to, no matter whichever, as soon as you pick up, or this is the first song that's a go-to song?
That's a difficult question, because I like so many songs. But of late, I recently did a Beatles tribute, and I was just reminiscing all the Beatles music, and there was this one song. I'm sure all of you guys know. It's called "Let It Be."
Yeah.
And when you actually meditate on the words, it is so beautiful that sometimes in life, when things are difficult or when things are getting chaotic, you just gotta let it be, and everything absolutely, kind of works out, and you stay positive. And I love that song. That's something that I love listening to and singing.
These were the questions for Dr. J, and we are very happy to have Dr. J with us. So thank you, Dr. J, for spending the time with us, for giving us your time. And
pleasure was mine.
And we thank all the doctors, and it's on the eve of International Doctors Day. Dr. J, do you want to say anything else to the viewers that will be watching?
I definitely would like to wish each one watching this segment that I want you to follow your passion. For me, it is playing the guitar, and medicine, of course. For you, whatever it may be, follow your passion, and it will always take you to a place in life where you're going to be happy. So do that. Cheers.